But joining us now, Democratic Senator Maggie Hassan of New Hampshire. She was successful in her re-election bid, defeating Trump-backed Republican Don Bolduc 53 to 44%. Senator, good morning. Congratulations on your win. We had you on here a couple of weeks ago when there was a little bit of fear and loathing about your race. People were getting very tense. They were worried that Bolduc was perhaps going to unseat you up there and flip control of the Senate. Turns out you win this thing going away by 9 points. How did you do it?
Look, thanks for having me on, guys. And at the end of the day, this is about New Hampshire saying in a very resounding way that they believe that common sense is important, that individual freedoms are important, and that democracy is important. And we put together a really strong and robust grassroots campaign that we actually started over a year ago, just talking to voters where they are, about what they care about, and then about my record of following their example. In New Hampshire, we have a real tradition of putting aside differences and solving problems together. That's what I've always worked to do in the United States Senate. And we were able to talk to people about the things I've delivered on and the work we still need to do.
The issues that voters say they were interested in, it was inflation 36%. But to Mika's point, abortion 35%. Did you get a sense when you were talking to voters, and there were all of those polls out there saying that it was really all about the economy? We'd seen polls saying that 50% of people said that was their number one issue. Were you getting a different picture even before the vote about what your voters were telling you really mattered to them?
I was getting the strong sense that all of these things matter to voters because they have to deal with all of these things all at once in their lives. So inflation is hurting way too many families and small businesses in my state. It is certainly an issue we need to continue to work on, but I was able to talk to people about how we're trying to lower the costs we can right now. That's where the Medicare negotiation for prescription drug prices comes in. It's why I'm focused so hard on lowering home heating costs right now in the Northeast, and I continue to push the administration on steps it can take. It's why it's so important that we continue to push to suspend the gas tax while gas prices are so high. But people also care a lot about their individual freedoms. I still remember one of our grassroots organizers coming back from doing a canvass and saying that they had knocked on the door to talk to a man about my age, I guess, mid-60s or so. And when they asked him what was important to him, he pulled his 8-year-old granddaughter next to him and said, "She is, and I'm voting for her," and talked about the importance of reproductive rights and making sure that we didn't go back to a time where women are second-class citizens. So people are dealing with all of these things all at once. And as the election unfolded, too, and we got closer and closer to Election Day, I also began to hear more and more about people being concerned about protecting democracy.
Democratic Senator Maggie Hassan of New Hampshire, thank you very much, and thanks for coming on this morning.